good morning. It is now 7 a.m. We are heading out to Wrexham for Comic-Con. It is the Wrexham homecoming. So we're going to be going over there. We've got press passes for the weekend. We're going to be doing some filming, see what the access is like. Hopefully get to do a couple of interviews with some people as well. That'll be fun. Hopefully see if we can get around like the paramedics, or see if we can get a member of the team to have an interview. And yeah, should be about a 45-minute drive. Shouldn't take much longer than that, 45 minutes to an hour from here for Wrexham, because it's probably our closest, biggest city. So we're going to head out that way and enjoy the video, guys. Do us a favour though, always remember, give us a thumbs up on here, hit the bell so you get notified when new videos go live, and if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. But yes, excellent. I will catch you guys very soon. Right then, so we've arrived at Comic-Con. It's just after 8 o'clock. The car park is empty. So far we can only see 5 disabled parking bays, and we've taken the 4th. So there's only 1 disabled parking bay left. So if you do want to get disabled parking, it looks like you're going to have to arrive quite early. Because we didn't get disabled parking at all, did we, at the last place?
No.
But at least we've got disabled parking today. We've seen some staff dressed in yellow. We can see some lad across the car park getting changed into Halo combat armour. We've seen the so far the Scooby-Doo mystery machine drove past. Can't get my words out, it's too early. Yeah, it drove past us, which was awesome to see. But the car park is quite quiet. It's just mostly, well, it's the occasional normal parking bay and nearly all the disabled parking bays that are taken. But yeah, it should be a good day. I don't think this one's going to be as big as Telford at all.
Well, going by the car parking spaces, no.
Yeah, this is true. So yeah, that's us ready to get going. We're just going to chill out for a few minutes, have our coffees and teas, and then start heading in to see what we can see. We've got a few people here today that we know. I know there's wrestling here today as well. I'm not sure which wrestlers are coming for, but I think there might be at least one that we know from what I saw on the poster. So that'll be pretty cool. I don't know if we've got any friends here today at this one.
Grant Perkins.
Oh, Grant's here, isn't he? Grant Perkins.
Artist.
Yes.
He's here today.
Grant Perkins, one of your friends, is an artist. He's so funny. So yeah, he's here today. It'll be nice to catch up with Grant.
Yeah.
I know we've got Chris Barry and Danny John Jules are here.
I know we've met them before, but I do
before.
like them. It'd be fun to see them again.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, the Red Dwarf crew, it'd be cool to have a catch up with them. Because we met them last time. I had a broken arm, so I wasn't able to get a Rema salute properly. But yeah, we shall keep you guys informed of what we see, what we do. And we will catch you later on. Oh, Michelle, best behaviour. Yeah. This is not the woman you're looking for. How are we doing?
Yeah, it's around there for you.
Thank you.
I'm Colin McGibbon, I'm the Managing Director of Events Medical Team Saltley. We're a first aid company or an event company that looks after person or persons that are injured or needs mental health and well-being while we're on events.
Would be, what does the word disabled mean to yourself and what it, like your company sort of?
It basically means someone that hasn't got the ability that a so-called normal person is. Everyone has a disability. It's hidden, and there's more visible disability than we're capable of. So if someone like yourself, unfortunately you're in a wheelchair, we need to treat you, and we need to put you in a quieter area, take the stretch out, put you up in the ramp, and treat you inside the wagon. Instead of putting you up on a trolley lift, which is a bit imposing, we've got a ramp, a lot more friendly, take you on board, out of people's way, so you're not embarrassed. If I don't treat anybody any different, so if you've got a cut on the arm, I'll treat you the same as you've got a cut on the arm. Your partner's got a cut on her arm, or Joe Bloggs has got a cut on their arm, no different to me how I treat anybody.
Excellent. If you were attending to a venue,
Yep.
how would you actually display where you were based within the venue? Would you actually have signs up saying medical help this way? Would that be something you would do?
Usually we have to do a medical plan that we send into the vendor or our client at least 21 days before the event.
Okay.
So that shows sterile routes in, sterile routes out.
Yeah.
It also puts on areas where we would like to be put, which is basically where everyone can see us. No use putting a first aid company or a first aid provider out of a way where no one can find it.
Absolutely.
We also provide extra defibs. So
Okay.
when you do your vendor process, and we fill out the regulations that we have to fill out, we then go by the HSE Purple Guide, and it says on there, defibrillator suggested.
Okay.
Well, we don't do that suggestion, we put it out.
Yeah.
We carry, at the moment, on this truck for this festival, we've got 5 defibs.
Oh wow, okay.
So we've got 2 in here.
Yeah.
So we've got a run-on defib. Basically, it's exactly as I said. It's run-on. It's not the big heavy-duty one. And it's placed defibs all around the site at specific areas. So even if we're not out on patrol with a carry bag, and there is a problem, we can get to a defib straight away. Regarding where the client wants us, well, that's a bone of contention. I like to make sure I'm always near a ramp, because we have people that's visually impaired. We have people that has special awareness problems where they don't like steps.
Yeah.
And I'd like to be closer to a ramp area than I do anywhere else, because that way we can all get in. It's easier for me if I have to use a trolley bed or I have to use a carry chair rather than damage my spine and damage myself.
Yeah.
We'd rather be near ramps at all times and somewhere central.
Okay.
As I said, it's all about being accessible to everybody.
Just going back to the whole defibs.
Yep.
You say you're carrying 5
Yep.
altogether. The defib kits that you actually have, are they accessible to the public to use?
Yes, they are as well.
So are these the ones that you press start and it
Yep.
does the voice and walks you through the entire
Every
process?
defib, no matter if it's an ambulance defib or if it's a PAD, which is public access defibrillator, but they're all there for a reason, and that's so we can provide effective CPR. It's literally press a button, it talks to you.
Yeah.
And the best way to learn a defib is if you think about if you're driving a car and you put a seatbelt on your driver. So you think of the driver's seatbelt. Comes over your chest and under. So you put one defib pad there, one defib pad there, and that's your defib pads done. Yeah.
What sort of training do your employees
Thank you.
or volunteers receive for helping people with disabilities?
All my staff are trained by myself, and they all go through Threat 3 training minimum.
Right.
So myself, I suffer from mental health issues.
Okay.
So we have every member of staff is mental health trained,
Brilliant.
no matter what.
Okay.
That is a bog standard. They will go through dementia training. They will go through safeguarding for vulnerable persons. That's level 3 for adult and children as standard. Before they even go on shift, LGBT awareness train as well on shift. We also have specialist nurses work in mental health and in mentally handicapped nurses that we have, and special educational needs nurses. So we have them that come in and train our staff so we can learn how to manual handle someone, treat people with respect, which is what it's all about.
Yeah.
If you come up to a wheelchair user like yourself, please don't take this disrespectfully.
Absolutely not at all.
Last thing you want is someone standing up, imposing over you, pointing downwards and talking.
Yeah.
Come down to the eye level of the person that's in the wheelchair and talk to them.
Yeah.
But you're no different from anyone else.
It
the only disability you've got is that you're in a chair.
Yeah, I mean, it does help a lot, because I've actually had conversations with people when they've been stood in front of me, and it's quite intimidating.
Yep.
But then I've had people like yourself at the moment, you're on the same level as me, so
Come down.
it's a
Make
more
eye
comfortable
contact.
conversation, yeah.
Make eye contact, be the same level. Everyone is exactly the same, be it if they're in a wheelchair, if they're on sticks, if they've got one leg, it doesn't make no difference. Everyone has the right to walk, talk, whatever, and enjoy their life.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're all about, is to help. While we're here, is to make sure that if push comes to shove and someone is poorly, we're there, on call, deal with it straight away. Be it someone in a wheelchair, be it someone that's blind, be it someone that's physically disabled, be it me, be it Michelle, be it anybody. So everyone gets treated exactly the same.
Absolutely. But yeah, final question, and this is one I ask everybody.
Go on, mate.
Have you heard of Derkham's disease?
No.
No.
So my name's Hugh. I work for Mercury Promotions, which runs Wales Comic Con. My role is a section manager, so I particularly look after the signing hall, so where all the celebrities come do the autographs, and then we've also got a lot of vendors in this venue, so I manage that throughout the event.
What does the word disabled mean to yourself and your company?
So disabled be anyone that has some kind of disability or is unable to access normal services that people would generally take for granted. What for us as a company, we're aware that not every disability is visible, and we've tried to do everything that we can when we're running these events to make it as accessible as possible for anyone, regardless of whether you have a disability or not. We try and make it so that it's easy to come to, that it's fun, that you don't feel that you can't get around. So we do quite a lot of work, especially in this sports hall here, when we've got big guests and we've got queues. We do try and make sure that we keep the flow, and when we're setting up, we try and make sure we've got enough room and floor space so that everyone's got room to move about. We've also got, coming back to what I was saying about not every disability being visible, we do have quiet rooms for people where if they're finding it hard, or there's too much noise going on, or it's a bit of a sensory overload, there's places that they can go to. And then what the other thing that we've got, you may have seen them, we've got the dogs that go around.
Yes.
So those dogs are meant to be there as a calming effect. So if anyone is finding it difficult, because it can be a noisy environment, there can be a lot of things going on, and the dogs being there just to go and play with and interact with and just calm things down.
It is very stressful even when the dog comes up and you give the dog a stroke. It just, it does.
Oh, it's very calming.
It does.
Absolutely, yeah.
What kind of advertising does Wales Comic Con Mercury Productions? What do they do? So what sort of advertising do they do to draw in people with disabilities to say, you know, we're accessible?
Yeah, so we try to just keep the advertising as straightforward, that everyone's welcome, and we'll do whatever we can to support anyone, regardless of whether you have a disability or not. We try and make sure that anyone is able to come along. So we do keep the advertising very generic, that anyone's welcome. However, we do have information on the website. If you do have a disability or anything that you have concerns about before coming to the show, we do have areas on the website that explains what we put in place for you. We do tickets, obviously, we sell normal tickets, but we do sell access tickets for people who have disabilities, and then for those who qualify, we do give free carer passes as well, so that you can come along with your carer without any concerns. And then we do try and make sure that when we have the queue in at the front, when you first start, that we've got a specific area with accessibility ramps and easy access, or as easy access as we possibly can.
What sort of training do the employees and volunteers receive? So if they come across somebody with disabilities, can't communicate properly, somebody with extra care needed, what sort of training do they go through to be able to understand and resolve these situations?
Yeah, so what we have is we have tiers, or well, we have a structure essentially. So anyone in blue is a section manager, and then we have red jackets. People in red tops are the team leaders, and then anyone in yellows the crew members. So what we do say, if there is anyone, if you can deal with it yourself, so we do give training about treating everyone equally and understanding what people be going through, being empathetic. But we do also make sure that if they do have a problem that they can't deal with, that they do take it up to the senior members of the team who have had training on dealing with situations, trying to reduce stress. And what we generally try and do is take people out of their situations. So if it's a stressful situation, that's why we have the quiet rooms. We have St. John's ambulance on site, we have police on site, so we've got a lot of good presence on site to deal with any kind of situation.
Just knowing that then people on site and seeing that, I can imagine would have a calming effect on people. It stops anxiety going through the roof sort of thing.
It does help, and then it's also just being mindful of, if you're seeing someone in a wheelchair, if you see someone who has mobility issues and they're trying to get through a crowded area, clear a path. Just help them get through and make it as easy as possible for them. But what I've found, I've been doing this show over 10 years, is the people that come and attend the con, they're so open and they're so polite. So generally our Wales Comic Con is a really nice bunch of people that come along, so they do help people out and make sure that routes are clear.
It's like, what sort of discounts are available to people with disabled needs? Purely because, like speaking from personal, I'm not out to work. I'm a blackout risk. So I can't exactly go into a workplace. So therefore I'm on a fixed income.
Right,
I can't
yeah.
earn more.
Yes.
Sort of situation. So obviously money's not
Yeah.
in abundance.
Yes.
So what sort of discounts do you
So we
guys
don't
have
give a
covered?
direct discount on the ticket price,
Yeah.
but we do try and keep our ticket sales and ticket costs quite low anyway.
They are one of the lowest for
yeah,
fans in the
and
UK,
we're
so-
always mindful of that. But where we do step in is, as I said, about the carer's pass. So if you do need a carer and you qualify for it, then we give that for free. So we don't charge for any kind of carer pass. And then all through, as I said, and mindful of anyone that does have a disability to try and make sure that you have as good an experience as possible and that there's nothing that's preventing you from enjoying the show. So we try and keep it as easy as possible. But as I mentioned earlier, not every disability is visible. So
That's a saying that we live by that.
Yeah.
Saying not every disability
No.
is visible. So I know it's one of the wrestlers yesterday with us wearing a hoodie with that printed on yesterday.
Yeah, it's important and it's just understanding. So that's why we try and treat every guest that comes with respect and understanding that you don't know what they go through.
Absolutely. Final question.
Yeah.
This is a personal question to yourself.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the illness Gherkin's disease?
No, I don't know.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you very much.
Ready?
Okay, so this is how we're going to get to the actual like conference room. So not conference room, but
The talk room.
auditorium,
Yeah.
where we're going to see Red Dwarf. So I'm just going to give you a private elevator. So obviously it's just there. It's literally only there, but there's only steps. So do you want to film it from the other side?
I'll go to the side. He's coming through in his wheelchair.
We're just going to pull out this lady's way. I'll move this.
Oh,
So we make our way down my own private corridor and then into the room so that we can see everybody having a talk.
yeah. How?
Stingray.
Yeah, it's Stingray. How easy was that for you to get up and into here?
That is perfect.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. The access to this room here is phenomenal. Lift goes up, private corridor, straight to the top.
Yeah.
Where the seating area is for prams, wheelchairs, and anything else of that style of feature. So if I go back out this way, follow me, we'll take the lift down together. Thunderbirds.
Amazing. So clever.
Just press the lift. Put back a little light again. As you can see, it's going to come back up here now.
Yeah.
And then basically it takes us just down to there. If you want to just turn the camera, basically we're going from here, basically we're going from here to there, but cutting out the steps. So if you come into the lift, you can see here they've covered up the two stickers that are not needed. Number one is that floor there, which is halfway between the ground floor and that floor. 2 is where we are. 3 is up higher. 0 takes us straight back down to there. And it is as easy as 1, 2, 3. And we're there. Absolutely perfect. Venue's an amazing choice. Well done, Comic Con. Well done. Amazing choice.